Alright. Welcome to Sideboard MTG. My name's Eric, and it's time for the Patreon games. It's like the only one that rolls off the tongue, you know? Oh goodness. We've got feedback. Alright. You gotta say it twice when you got feedback, right? Ain't that how it works? Either way, if you do like tonight's show, I hope you go ahead and smash that like button. And if you like the content in general, subscribe to the channel. I mean, you'll be doing a lot of good by subscribing to the channel. For one, you'll be, helping defeat our stream boss there. He's taken a little bit of damage from a couple subscribers since we left here a few hours ago, but Andrew's holding strong there. All right, guys. Or too late? Am I too late? What's up, everyone? Justin. Yeah, you posted a Patreon, Justin, but like there was no link there. There was no like deck. It just said, "Here's green black," and then there was nothing. There are plenty more Patreon games this month. We will get it in. I promise you, good sir. Didn't we play a clay deck last Patreon games? Like I want to say it was like the Trials deck. Really good deck. But we got Jeffrey. I'll get you in for next week, Jeffrey, and we'll play whatever deck you want. If you still want that green black one, we will play it. All right. But for tonight, this is what we got. Okay, that was the last one of February. All right. Well then, Justin and Jeffrey, make sure you guys get over there and post for this next week. We'll get you games in. All right. That trial deck was really good though, Justin. Either way, hey guys, what's up, man? We got a couple really cool decks for you. So the first one is an Abzan approach deck. The second one is a blue-red tempo deck, and then the third one is the winner of the Mox. So the standard Mox winner. So we had one request to just play whatever just won the Mox, and let's see that. And then we had a request for a build around for David. And David wanted, he wanted a tempo deck. He wanted something that had the chance to just be outstanding and just extremely fast, but he didn't want to throw, the $30 Phoenixes and things like that in there. So we've got some really cool decks there, but play Green Black Explore. We will. If that's what Justin wants us to play, that's what we'll play next week. So either way. Abzan Approach. It is. There's some pretty cool cards in here. It's a Golden Guardian deck. Somebody else, brewing with Golden Guardian. This is Magic Hefe's brew. So we're gonna leave the brew as is, and then the second one is a build around that I haven't gotten a chance to test. I wanted to give it a land base. It didn't have a land base. It didn't have all of the cards needed for. Here, I'll pull that deck up real quick. Didn't have all the cards needed, for the main 60, and had 0 sideboard. So there were some cards that were, hey, I want these cards played with, and one of those being Baral, Chief of Compliance. And I actually think I want this in the control matchup when I bring in the other negates and things of that nature. Against the mid-range decks and stuff, I might want the Baral. If I'm bringing in Negate, I probably want Baral. I might actually end up wanting some more control, so we're gonna kind of tweak this deck and play it and see where this deck goes tonight. And then, of course, the winner of the Mox. Here's what we've got. It is GPG. This is it. The classic GPG. Sacred Cats for the roadblock or speed bump, if you will. We've got Refurbish on turn 3 is possible. So I mean, we got some good decks for you guys tonight. I hope you guys enjoy them, and we're gonna get started here with the Abzan Approach. Before we do though, let's get some shout outs to some other people that are in chat here. I think we had Andrew up here earlier, and it goes down as the DM. J-Dubs, welcome. David C, the monkey. Yeah, all right. Who else we got in here? Boros and Beast King. Welcome, guys. All right. You guys ready to play this Abzan deck? Looks like a lot of fun. And, if we can ramp out to an approach, I'm game with that. I am totally game for that. It's probably off to the side. Is it not? Was there no approach in the Abzan approach deck? Could have sworn he called it Abzan approach. Let me go look it. I've got to go look it up now. Wow, really? What did he name the deck? Oh, it's got an approach. It's got one approach in it. All right, we won the dice roll, so we're on the play. It's also a Razakath. It's an Abzan Razakath approach deck. So Golden Guardian, a couple other things, but we've got a pretty decent start here. Let's get rid of this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. So here we go, guys. Oh yes, that dude is really good. The man, I can't think of it either. I really can't think of the name of it. The Pokemon Gold song, Pikachu. That's pretty cool. I found some really neat songs over at OC Remix lately. Like I went over to get some new music, you know, so we could add some stuff up. Albatross, welcome, welcome. Another David. Man, we got so many Davids in here. Rush, what's up? Everybody loves you, Justin. You're just you know, part of the family, right? Okay, well, we get to get down a wall. We might be able to do all kinds of things with this wall. Just saying. Just saying. It's only target player. Alright, I'm gonna go with the Hostile Desert. And then we're gonna go with enchanting this thing. We'll gain a little bit of life. So this is a Watley deck. We're going to have to be very careful. Man, I've been seeing a lot. Well, this might not be the Watley deck, but man, I've been seeing a lot of green-white. We ran into it today, and then ran into it, I think it was like a day or two ago. I mean, I know Saffron Olive like played the deck, and like that makes everyone want to play the deck, but I don't see why he doesn't swing here. He at least gets in for 1 point of damage. Okay, we get a barrier. Well, this is going to come in tapped either way. We don't want to stack those. So if I do it like this, we can go double green, colorless, gain life. And then, I don't know, play the barrier? Like, just all the walls, all the time. Here we go. Alright, well, I mean, that's what we've got. Next turn, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mana. So, we go Hour of Promise, and then the turn after that, we're looking at Razakath. I might do it. Like, that might be game. Razakath might be a little much for this. I don't know. He's got like Doctor Arrest, something like that. So I don't know. We'll find out. We will find out. I'm not 100% familiar with the deck list, so I've got to get 2 more deserts. So might as well play this land, and then we'll go double green. Double green. Play our Hour of Promise. Alexi, welcome, welcome. Alright, so let's take a look. What board wipe do we have? We don't have board wipe? Okay, well, I guess we just like our promise. So we'll cast Razakath and then sack a zombie to get approach, cast approach, sack the other zombie to get the approach back? Is that how it works? We're going to take the scavenger grounds and if near Deadlands. Alright, well, I guess we just pass. I mean, we're in a pretty decent spot right here. I mean, yes, he can come down with a Watley and then he can start doing a lot of things, but I don't know if he can necessarily win before... Wow, he's going to start making a bunch of cats. Not swinging. Okay, well, we're just going to go double black. Let's go quadruple black, right? We'll just go the whole way. Oh, I need one more? Man, that's a lot. That's okay, though, because I can sack this to make a treasure to give me a second one if I want to. And then, yeah. Okay, so we approach next turn? Okay. What's going on? You got handed to you at F&M this week. I actually lost in the top 8 myself. The format is definitely changing. There's a lot of go wide decks. We're gonna have to start running more more board wipes and things like that. So, and there's so many good decks right now that I think that as the meta continues to shift, we're just gonna keep seeing like these. Oh man, he got a cast out. All right. If he doesn't have a land though, he can't play it this turn. Okay, so we will go get whatever we want. He doesn't have to know about it. We're just going to grab Approach of the Second Sun. We'll play a land. We're going to cast Approach. Like, the music's really appropriate, right? We'll cast Approach. Pass the turn. And he can make like everything he wants, but if he can't deal lethal to us, then alright, so 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay. That increases things, but that means he's not casting this out. Alright, well. Okay, well, that doesn't stop us from winning, I don't think. Okay, so we'll move to blocks. We'll block big dude. We'll block another big dude. We'll block, I don't know, this thing. Block one of these. And then we will pay 2 life. Sacrifice this thing. And then go get Approach of the Second Sun. And accept damage. And then, bam! Cast Approach. There we go. That's how he drew it up. That's exactly how the deck is meant to work. I think the deck needs some board wipe in it, but we did get there. Alright, so tokens. We've got no board wipe in this deck? Come on. What are you thinking, good man? All the Razakath. All of the Razakath. Alright, so dispossesses, Lost Legacy, Authority, buy us a lot of time. Let's say we want Authority over the Golden Guardian. Golden Guardian's pretty good to sack though. I'll get rid of a wall. We'll leave in 2 Golden Guardians. And then what else we got? Is there anything else we want to bring in? More Vraska's Contempt. I'm actually going to bring in this stuff. Let's say Vraska's Contempt's not exactly what I want, but I want like all the other stuff. So there we go. See, like, what do you guys think the most competitive version of Merfolk really is? Man, we don't have a lot of ramp here. But, I mean, we've got plays, but just not a lot of ramp. I'm going to keep, though. It doesn't look horrible, and we've got a lot of really good draws. Still think the deck needs Fumigate, so... or settle, at least settle. Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs. There's the Expedition. Alright, well, we're gonna... we're going to have our walls set up here. We'll just play another wall next turn, and then the turn after that. That actually wouldn't be a bad one to stop. We know there's probably still 4 of that in the deck. Saram's Expertise is his next draw. Plays a land, tapped, and... I assume I got to block one here. What's up, Chris? What's up, everybody? Okay, so we got a natural draw here. We do need some ramp. Like I'm definitely saying we're gonna need some ramp. Uh-oh. Saram's. What does he follow it up with? Growing Rights of Itlamok. Holy cow. It's about to get real up in here. No board wipe anywhere. Top card's Angel of Invention. Probably should have blocked one of those, so I just gave away a point of damage. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking I just really want to put this one in front of that. Okay, well. At least this can fight back. So it's a wall that fights. His wall goes wider than our wall. Much wider. Unfortunately, like, we can't Ixalan's Binding his Saram's Expertise and Servo Expedition. We can Binding that, though. And that is going to be our target. Wow, Nissa. He's getting serious. Yep. I'm going to say we're dead right here. So we take... So we just take the 10? I guess. 10, 11, 12. It's going to be 14. I think we're pretty much just dead here anyway, but... there's no top deck to get us out of it because there's just no board wipe in the entire deck. I think that's going to be one of the... Like, the first things I'm going to talk about is adding board wipe to this deck. At least, at a bare minimum, settle the wreckage. You could add Yahini's Expertise. We've got a lot of 2-drops that you could pull off of Yahini's Expertise. Matter of fact, Yahini's would be really good in this matchup. And there's a lot of decks that are playing just exactly this type of matchup, like where they're just going wide. So I think Yahini's Expertise is growing in value right now. So, well, we didn't get any of that good stuff. All right, well, I'm gonna run it back here. Maybe one less Razakath. Reddit's actually got a chat feature now. Like, you guys can actually chat with each other in, just like on your mobile in Reddit. So that's really cool. Okay, well, I'm going to keep, because this is not horrible. We don't have a green source, but we've definitely got a stall tactic here in our Authority of the Consuls. So there we go. I think me and Crewfix are in a channel together or something like that. I don't know exactly what the chat feature all entails, but how's it feel casting them Hour of Promises? It's been a little while. I've let I got it out of my system. Like, there was about a week there where we cast so many Hour of Promise. Oh, I was tired of seeing the card. It's like, okay, well, do you have the desert? All right, well, I've got to go get desert. All right, well, now I've got to do this. I know I'm just griping, but still. Oh, we can't do... Yeah, we can. We can do that. It is one of those decks where you either love it or hate it. Land off the top would be sweet. Land off the top would have been sweet. All right, well, that's what we've got. We've got a Baffling End here to take care of the token producer to help keep him from going wide. You wasn't live, Boros? Understood. I do that all the time when I'm watching Terran from MTGO Traders. Like, that's good content midday. Saram's Expertise. We gained more life. And a Jade Light. Nothing I can do about it. We get a land off the top and it's not green. Ixalan's binding the Jade Light. But what should be a Blooming Marsh? Well, we're going to go ahead and get it down now so he can't he's going to be able to Ixalan's binding one of them, but it's probably pretty good for us that we at least got that down now. Watching you guys try to communicate with each other over electronics it's great. It's just great. How do you direct message? I don't know. Me either. Well, direct message me. He takes our authority. Land. This is what you have created, Eric. You shut up. This is all your fault, Eric. You brought us together. Well, I'm glad I did. To see people from all, like different parts of the country and connecting and chat and things like that. That's always awesome. So, yeah, I'm glad I did. I'm glad I had something to do with that. That's pretty cool. My goodness, where's the board wipe? Well, it's a green source. Alright, well, this doesn't do much for us right now. Do we even, how far do we live here? 1, 2, geez. I love this card. This card is so good. I'm going to hate when it rotates. We're going to be playing with it later tonight when we get into the GPG deck. Oh, yeah. I was trying to find this really cool deck that, man, see, like, Fumigate would be so good. Alright, so that doesn't even save us. Yeah. Alright, well, I wasn't really gonna Metatune or tune this deck at all. I'm not even gonna assume to Metatune it and try to fix the mana base altogether, but there's definitely some cards here that I just don't want in the deck, that I just don't see being utilized, and that's the Wall of the Forgotten Pharaoh. Maybe sacking this to a Razakath is probably not that bad, because you're going to replace it for with a token. So that's probably not that bad. I would still probably start making some cuts in this area somewhere. And unless I was just really wanting to build around the Golden Guardian, I would probably cut that back. And honestly, this is a great way to just dig for the approach. I really liked how Razakath allowed you to dig for the approach. There's no way I would run 4 Razakaths, especially if I didn't have a way to cheat it in. Getting a hand where you have 2, maybe even 3 Razakaths would just be horrible. Horrible. There's no way in the deck to actually pitch those away. So I would definitely look into, some Fumigates, things like that. Remember, if you're trying to flip the Golden Guardian, you can fight a zombie with the Golden Guardian and then Fumigate if you've ramped a few times. So I think that I would probably go with some number of compasses and some number of I'd probably add another approach here. Like, we've got the approaches in the sideboard. Like, yeah, I want that. I still would rather have that natural chance at a draw into, just approach into approach. So I really like that factor. Again, probably need some board wipe somewhere, so let's look at settle. I don't have it. Where's... Oh, we're not in white. Okay, so at least 3 settles, probably 2 fumigates main. And then at least 1 or 2, or the other 2 in the sideboard. These go wide decks are definitely becoming a real threat. And then What else would I want to run? Let's see. I'd probably cut down the Vraska's Contempts. And I would like those against the Scarab God, but I would just rather have the cast outs in the deck. And then paired with the cast outs, like cast outs is just kind of a hit all. You're not going to gain the life back, but the cast out's just going to hit all. And then from there you've got the Yahinis. And Yahini's expertise here, we're left with 3 open slots for Yahini's expertise. Wow, they make a promo Yahini's expertise. I've got to get that. I would run something close to this. Again, I would probably work on the mana base a little bit. If I got rid of this altogether, it would probably be for a Compass. I'd probably run something like that. Maybe 2 Compasses and the Argyle's Bloodfast, and then that'll leave you 1 extra spot open. This lets you be a lot more controlling and get into your approach of the Second Sun. Now, you're not going to have a lot of good win cons against an actual approach deck. So you're going to want another Lost Legacy, and probably just going to take a cast out right here. Oh no, I typed cast. Everything says cast. Who's the Guardian fighting? Zombies, and then you sack it to Rishkar, or sack it to Razakath, or you like I technically just don't like the Guardian in here, but you would fight zombies. So fight a zombie and then board wipe or something. What's up, Andrew? Welcome, sir. Eric, welcome. Beast King, sorry you gotta go, sir. Thanks for stopping in. Did I already say Boros? Boros? Did I say Boros? I think I did. Let's say it again. What's up, Boros? SD, welcome. I mean, the Golden Guardian's probably a card that I just wouldn't run. I just wouldn't run it. I think if I was going to run anything else in this spot, it would be Moment. Moment's really good right now. So yeah, I would probably just run some Moments. Like I would run this. Albatross, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Helping us defeat the boss. Appreciate it, sir. Yeah, Moment of Craving is really, really good. I would prefer to have something else that did some exiling, but the deck's actually going to be really good at exiling. A lot of times you can set back on your horde of zombies for a little while and kind of get out of hand from there. Baffling End's going to be great for you. Moment of Craving is just a really good removal spell at 2 mana. So, you know, that's not bad. So there's an idea of putting a couple cartouches, the black cartouche in the sideboard, that you would attach that to one of your larger creatures, but honestly, I think just it would be the cat. So like we would just want to run like Regal Caracol here in the last spot. At least that's what I'm thinking. To just give me a couple extra bodies, buy me a little extra time to get the job done. Regal Caracol on the side looks real good here, actually. If you wanted to go more powerful with it, I would actually drop the Prowling Serpopards. And I think we need to pick green. And then we'll say, like, yeah, this would be the creature package I would bring in. Dispossessed doesn't seem real bad. I kind of like that. And then we've got another Ixalan's Binding, the other Hour of Glory, Vraska's Contempt. I mean, if you're bringing it in, especially for the Scarab God, Hour of Glory is a great card. So, all right, here we go, guys. Does that make you the stream boss? No, that did about 500 points of damage to the boss. You'll see Andrew's listed as the boss down there at the bottom. He's still got quite a bit of health. But that there's a lot of ways you can kill the boss other than money subscribing. You know, more people that subscribe will be things. Increasing the health means that the boss gets to stick around for, you know, a stream or survive in between streams to be there for the next stream. So this way, when someone becomes the boss, they're not just instantly ripped away from it, and you know, it's something that actually might mean something. You know, I don't know. I don't know how it's supposed to work. It was just a feature that I thought it looked cool. I was like, all right, let's do this and give people, you know, something, and let's do it. Look cool. I wanted to do it. All right. That's how I would run this deck. I would run this deck pretty close to this if I wanted to do this Razakath into the approach idea. And then, I mean, you've got a ton of spells you can cast off the Yahini's expertise. Another reason I like the Moment of Craving here is because you can pair Yahini's expertise with the Moment of Craving, and it will kill a Hazoret or something like that. The other option is you could just run bonus Hunger here. It would be a 3-mana spell, but you could run bonus Hunger and then cast that off the Yahini's expertise, wiping the board and then like kind of cleaning everything up after the fact there with the bonus Hunger. So that's just some other options. They're both really good kill spells, and at least the bonus Hunger would give you ways to kill those just really hard to kill creatures that you might not be able to get with, you know, your board wipe or something. So maybe bonus Hunger should be what we run here, because honestly, we're going to have the City's Blessing as well. So maybe 2 bonus Hunger. I kind of like that because we're going to hit a Sin. So, yeah. Yeah, it's where the music is. Like, and now the music's over in the... It's over there? What? Anyway, the music's in the top right-hand corner now. So, okay, guys. That was the approach deck. Now it's time for Mr. Rush's tempo deck. This is what I ended up with, Mr. Rush. I know you gave me some cards that you wanted me to play around. There's some cards in the main board that I'm not 100% on. Just one copy though. I mean, I'm okay with that. I did increase the number of on-crop crashers. We've got a couple Warkite Marauders in the deck. Probably, like, I would like to add yet another Warkite Marauder. Maybe it is remove the on-crop crasher for another Warkite Marauder, something like that. I haven't gotten a chance to really fine-tune this deck, as you know. Again, I want to run it and then kind of see how it felt, and then see what just seems like it would be like the deck just doesn't want that or something. Again, it's going to be a vacuum, so we're not going to be able to see everything. I know you wanted Baral in the deck, so we've got Baral here. And then we've got another Reduced to Rubble in the side. We've got a Locust God, a couple more Glory Bringers. I wanted a little bit more of a draw engine, and I wanted a real draw engine, so I almost grabbed the Kamina's Awakening, but instead went for the Vance's Blasting Cannons. Kamina's Awakening would work really good against a Locust God. However, you know, any deck that we have that we're going to actually bring the Locust God in against, I think Vance's Blasting Cannons is going to be great too. So I want to bring the Brawl in against any of the control matchups so that we can be you know, as cheap as possible and get away, you know, with you know, countering things and drawing or looting from the counters. The Crooks are here just because, like, we should probably be running Crook. And then of course we've got Fiery Cannonade, which works really good with the Soulscar Mages that I added to the deck. The Soulscar Mage, it's going to give us a little bit more tempo, and it's also going to give us some more options to put neg 1/1 counters on things. Neg 1/1 counters on creatures means, and just put the other refuse in. Neg 1/1 counters means Warkite Marauder will actually be able to kill things a little bit more. I know you didn't actually. You want the other refuse? Oh, I'll have to pick up another refuse here. Let's go grab some refuses. We'll grab some, no problem. You really like that card, don't you, Refuse? Alright. So, it's just a... It's not a very expensive card. Like, what is this? 0.02 tickets? So, yeah. There we go. Hey, man, this is your deck. We're running your deck. I'm trying to build it to be as cool as we possibly can, and make sure that the deck works. But so, man, I really wanted to put some draw spells in this deck, but unfortunately, we just don't have like really the room for the draw spells. So we're gonna roll with it. So here we go. Let's jump into a game. Somebody's waiting. Oh, they wanna play. Disgustipated. This guy's name is Disgustipated. I'm pretty sure that's how you say that. He's just flat out disgustipated. Okay, we won the dice roll. Here we go. Well, we can get a little bit aggro after turn 3. Let's try it. Alright. Okay, we'll just play Spire Bluff and pass. Now, if I really, really wanted to be like super competitive with this deck, we would throw Chandras in the deck. We would throw some things like that into it. It seems really bad to get blown out by a Fatal Push. This is why I don't like this card, but we're gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my Grasping Dunes down. This is mono black aggro. This card is going to be so bad for us. I don't know. We might get like a 3-drop off of him or something. I'm gonna throw a land away. Now, if he Fatal Pushes that, 2 for 1, and all we did was played our drop. All right. Well, I had 2, but if you wanted a 3rd, then that's fine. I just didn't think the card was like that, like overwhelming. So, not exerting here, by the way. Just not exerting. Yeah, it's one of my things about the Brawler right now. As long as Fatal Push is good, the Brawler is not good. So, yeah, I'm going to give him the opportunity to block. I blocked with a Glint Sleeve last night, and I blocked a Sky Marcher Aspirant with a Glint Sleeve, and the gentleman looked up at me and he goes, "What?" Like, just the look on his face that I actually blocked with the Glint Sleeve Siphoner. He was in just pure shock. I was like, "Block?" He goes, "What?" It was great. It was great. Well, I mean, we do 6 more points of damage here. Then the following turn, we'll start saving this. So I'll exert, I'll not exert. We'll make champion not be able to block. Okay, so he'll go to 10, I assume. Absolutely, he draws his card. Gifted Aetherborn, that's not overwhelmingly great. Oh, sweet. Okay, well, we just have bounding exerts. Well, that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, we can't like do all of the things. I wish I would have thrown this away with the Blood Brawler, Blood Rage Brawler. But this will be a very good. Alright, well, we'll punch him for 3 more. He'll gain a little bit of that back when he swings with his Aetherborn next turn. You gonna draw a card? Alright. He's drawing cards. Drawing cards is okay. There's nothing wrong with drawing cards. I like to draw cards. Okay, opponent. Now this can only be done as a sorcery, so... Alright. So does he shoot the Warkite Marauder down? I guess he does. Okay. I'll take the damage. Alright, so... we exert and we'll attack. So we're gonna go, this creature can't block. And we're gonna go, this becomes a nothing. So I think he actually needs to like shoot something. We'll see. Like he may actually just have us here, but I think he needs to shoot something. Which whiskey do you open? Alright, so Andrew's got a really important question here, guys. Alright. Apparently he's got some options on whiskeys. We need to know what the options are, Andrew. Like you can't just hit us with that and then not know the options. Alright, so if we go, this will put him at 6. Alright, well, there goes. Ooh, he goes to 5. He goes to 5. Vraska's Contempt. Can you pay 2 for it? Huh? Huh? Spell Pierce. Got him. Oh man, that'll make him mad. We do need like Kenra off the top. Kenra off the top would be so sweet. Or any of our burn spells or anything like that. Any of those would be really good. Oh goodness. Walking Ballista. He's gonna shoot me. I'm at 2. Fatal Push. Oh no. Well, that's not cool. Had this card just trapped in our hand the whole time. Alright. So, he needs to just show force and cast the Scarab God here before combat. Alright. Alright. Alright, Disgustipated. Mr. Disgustipated. You disgustipate me. He's got some big spells, so Refuse to Cooperate would probably be pretty good. Although I'm not a fan of it. Like, I'll leave 1 Refuse in, just because it'll be cool if we can do it. There used to be this red-blue spell, like, it wasn't Essence Extraction. It was a red-blue spell, and it was some kind of, it was Essence something, but, you would counter a spell and it would do that damage, and it actually countered the spell. The thing with this is they'll take the damage, but it won't actually counter the spell. So that doesn't do us a lot of good there. He's got the fatal pushes, so Blood Rage Brawler is kind of like bad here. But we're on the play. I mean, we might be able to just make this just go off. So I got the Brawls in. We're gonna play with that. Let's see what we got. See, I don't know any of those. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Stonecutter sounds familiar. See, I was thinking you'd be on. I was thinking you was more of a bourbon guy, you know, like some Basil Hayden's or some Knob Creek or something. Those are really good bourbons. Essence Backlash, that's the one. Well, do you have guest over? Because you can't bust anything over 12 years old without guest. Then you're just showing off, and you got a problem. Mostly scotches. You're a Scotch guy. All right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, if we pull cards here, we're going to have a pretty decent curve. I'm worried that he's going to have that walking ballista, but we'll see. You're lost. You don't even drink. There's nothing wrong with that either. There's a lot of people that don't drink. There's a lot of people that don't have vices, but I'm not one of them. I like my bourbon. I'm gonna throw down the Warkite, and we'll get in. Land off the top would be great. We'd come down with a on-crop crasher to start getting in. I mean, that'd be 6 damage on turn 3 if we top deck a land. I mean, we could still do 6 damage on turn 3 just by burning, but whew, it'd be good. It'd be good. So this is probably a fatal push target, or does he want to get like glint sleeve or something down? He wants to get his glint sleeve down. All right, well. Glint sleeve swings next turn, right? We're just going to do this. That's what we've got. We're going to see just how much damage we can get done here. You swing and glint? Huh? Huh? You can only kill one of them. Wonder which one he'd want to kill. You got me, I take it. What? I just took it. Alright, here we go. We'll try to on-crop crasher. This is going to be a decent hit, but alright. Alright, opponent. Got me with my shields down. Next turn, we'll be dealing, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Possibly 10 damage next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, never mind. That will not be happening. He can't let me untap. No way does he let me untap. He let me untap. Okay. So Ballista's gonna shoot that. We'll wait for it. What do you got, Ballista? Now he's going to shoot the other one. So now we will choose target spell or ability that targets a creature we control. We're going to counter the walking ballista trigger. Burn the opponent. And there we go. I mean, it's not the most terrific of plays there, but yeah, that'll work. Highland Park Valkyrie. I'll have to check that out. Highland Park Valkyrie. Seems good. I don't know, sounds cool. Like, I don't know. Or is it Valkyrie? I don't know. Alright, well, here we go. Champion of Wits. We've got 2 in the air, so unless he finds a kill spell for our Warkite Marauder, we should be doing alright. He might have a negate, though, and just stop the burn. That could happen. That could happen. Beast King, he's back. He is back. Uh-oh. Well, that's game, opponent. Good job. We will go to game 3. Got me. Got me. Awesome. 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 Do we make any changes? What do we want to do here? He definitely made his deck closer, like, closer to the ground. These fiery cannonades seem kind of decent. I don't think I want them, though. Skarizev's expertise might be good here. Like, take the Scarab God or something large and crack them with it. I'll drop. I know this deck's supposed to be about all of the split cards and everything, but it's also about tempo, like, you know, holding back and then going for it. We don't have a red source, but we've got blue and plenty of good blue spells to play. So I'll keep. Uh-oh. It's making that red really valuable. Ever had Pappies? Pappies to me is Pabst Blue Ribbon, but alright, well, this is what we've got. So hopefully we can just get away with playing Grasping Dunes, leaving up our blue mana next turn. He's probably going to gain 2 life here. Yeah, he's just going to gain the life. He can't block anyway. There's a brawl. Okay, well, we're going to play our desert. And we're going to put a neg 1/1 counter on that guy. And that'll kill him. Hey, crashing for 3. You know, just keep going with it. Yeah, we don't have a lot of lands. Maybe this deck could use an extra land because, like, the plan is to use this. I want to put this in Sultai Reanimator with the guy that allows us to play lands from the graveyard. I've got to do that. Oh, come on. Just every game. He's like, I'm getting rid of that. I'm getting rid of that right now. Got it. Got it. I'm not going to exert. If he blocks here, then that's fine. Block and shoot the guy and stop all the damage. I'm okay with that. Because if it would have exerted, I wouldn't have been able to swing next turn, and I just kind of think I might be able to get in here. Nope, never mind. So I should have exerted. Okay, well, such is life. Such is life. Alright, well, I'll get down better all. And that'll make, like, Invigorating Rampage easier to cast if we do get a second red source. Gonti. Alright, so we need to get down this Workite Marauder here. Have we played the Abzan approach? We have. We did play the Abzan approach, and the major critique I have about that deck is, man, it needed some board wipe. Like, that deck needed some board wipe. We ran up against a go wide deck. We're seeing a lot of those lately, so. And by the way, welcome El Jefe. Hey, check it out. I think I'm going to go ahead and play the Marauder. Yeah, I could probably get down the Invigorating Rampage here, but... Or I know I could, but we're not going to. We're going to try to push damage here. So he'll take another point here on his upkeep, go to 16. Land off the top would be decent. Although we're not worried about this Death Touch, because he doesn't have Death Touch by the time he's in combat with us. So yeah, he's going to try to race us. He knows he can't do much as far as block. Land. Come on, land. Everybody's like, welcome, Magic Jefe. What's up? Jefe. Man, I love this Workite Marauder Grasping Dunes. Like, I've got to build just a pure red-blue deck based around this idea. Alright, well. He's just going to keep drawing cards. Lightning Strike. Oh, you did not. Oh, alright, whatever. Whatever. Too bad it doesn't make all spells cost one less to cast, because that would be great. Well, this means the Glorybringer's gone. We'll spread it. Spread the love. Alright, he's at 9. Now, he can take us to 8. He's actually technically winning this race. Next turn, I may just play the Blood Rage Brawler. Unfortunately, Brawl doesn't do a lot for tempo. Oh, don't let this be the Scarab God. Is that why you had to get rid of our Workite Marauder? Oh, come on. We don't even have the mana to bring it back. Right? Don't forget to smash that like button. It helps so much, guys. Like, when you guys hit that like button, it helps a ton. So, I appreciate it. We ain't scared. We're pushing damage. Okay, well. Oh, he's like, nope, nope, nope. Well, unfortunately, Patreon games today, I'll stick with sponsor. Smash that sponsor button. Helps out. That talk about helps out a lot. Like, between sponsors and the patrons are the reason we're starting to do more leagues now. We're up to about 2 a week, so that's awesome. That you guys hitting that sponsor button. All right, well, that's gonna be death for us. It was nice hanging out. It was nice. Yep. Just didn't quite get there. I mean, at least we had something to discard, but man, that just feels bad. I'm going to go ahead and wipe that up. Alright, so how did the deck feel? Alright, so in my opinion, there's no payout in this deck whatsoever. Super chat. There's an R in super chat. There's no payoff for Blood Rage Brawler, except for the fact that like you're just wanting to kill people. Like you're just wanting to get in there quick. But the discarding these is not overwhelmingly like amazing, and if you're really wanting to play around those, cut some of these. Like you don't really want to see this all the time, but you wouldn't mind hitting it late and just stop their bomb. Oh bam, they got enough mana to finally do approach or something like that. That's pretty good. I mean, to stop an approach and not only keep them from gaining 7 life. Actually, this doesn't counter. Oh, I've got to get it out of my head that this counters. It wouldn't stop the approach. They would gain 7 life, but then they would take 7 life. So it doesn't even do that. Oh, wow. They would take 7 life before they gained 7 life, though. So if they were below 7, you would kill them. That's kind of cool. Honestly, if you were going to run this spell, I think maybe I'd put it in the sideboard against those more controlling decks. Reduce to Rubble. This spell's pretty good. I kind of like Reduce to Rubble, especially if you do get down like a turn 2 or turn 3 guy, and then from that point you're like, okay, well I'm going to counter that. Now I'm going to tap down 3 of your dudes and stuff. So, that's the mana leak part on this for 3 is not bad. 3 to cast or 3 to to keep them from playing. That's not bad. The tap down ability can just buy you a whole extra turn. So that's kind of good, especially with the removal being like Froska's Contempt. But honestly, like Spell Pierce in these tempo decks is just so much more powerful. I think instead of like Invigorating Rampage, if I was going to try something with this tactic where we were trying to go, maybe it is Invigorating Rampage. Maybe we do keep it on Invigorating Rampage. If there's an enchantment, I mean, Invigorating Rampage buys you that's a huge hit. So maybe we do keep the Invigorating Rampage. Let's go red and blue. Let's just kill all the colors and then pick red and blue. How about that? This one. Curious Obsession. This card might actually be pretty good in this deck, especially with the Kenras, the On-Crop Crashers, and things like that. So, I mean, draw power felt like it was just needed. If it's not this card, then for me, it's probably going to be, where's that? Oh, it's not an enchantment. It is Chart a Course. Like, Chart a Course seems like that would fit in here really well. Again, like, you didn't have the Soulscar Mages, so maybe that's not the route we need to take. How do I not have, like, Chart a Course? I know I drafted Chart a Courses. Anyway, a couple Chart a Course seems like it would be really good. I mean, I think that it's better than the Brawler, just because it's going to give you more of a tempo play. Glorybringer. This is the part that bothers me right here. This is where I would probably try to start upping the value in the deck. And if you don't have the money or you don't have the cards, definitely don't take this route. But I think that I would try to up the value in this deck by a couple Chandras and probably come up one more land. So we're going to add one more land to the deck, and then we need something that we're really cheap here. I want more here. I want a counter spell. that kind of feels good with the Essence Scatter, and you know, we still have the Spell Pierces, and then if we come up against a control deck or something, so you know, we have that going for us. We can still get down really early with the the Earthshaker Kenras. If you didn't want the counter spell, if you wanted to go with the Invigorating Rampage, I do like Rampage in the deck. Rampage with Soulscar Mage feels so good. You wasn't a fan of the Sacklands? What are you going to do against the Scarab God? Like, you don't have an out. You have to counter it. So, at least that gave you an out with the Scarab God. I mean, if you want to cut the lands, you can. If you do cut the lands, then Workite Marauder loses some value. If you do cut the lands, I recommend having some value there in your land, so probably Field of Ruin. I before E, except after C. Come on. And then maybe some Scavenger Grounds. So maybe that route. And then, yeah, I mean, if you're going to go... And then a couple Invigorating Rampage. Somewhere in this deck, though, we've got to squeeze in some Abrade. I don't know how I left Abrade out of the deck. Like, a Brawl is just not the card I want in this deck. Of course, I would have to play it a little bit more to know, you know, exactly where these sideboard cards really lined up in the deck. But I don't think there's ever going to be a point where you want 4 Glorybringers in this deck. Maybe, but I just don't. I don't really think so. So, what's up, James? I sent you a message, sir. Yeah, right. What? Blue, red, no Abrade? Yeah, Abrade could probably fit in here somewhere. The deck's definitely trying to be extremely aggressive. You could probably even fit, like, Shock in here somewhere over these Spell Pierces. Maybe even Magma Spray. So if let's say we didn't need to get on this top end here. And if you can be willing to come off of the Brawl, I think Many Faces is a better card to have in your sideboard. So, like, you can go with the Vizier and Many Faces, and there's a lot of good things that the Vizier and Many Faces is going to give you some answers to. Copying a Carnage Tyrant, something like that. Like, it gives you that extra Glorybringer that we took out. So if you have a Glorybringer, you can copy a Glorybringer. Somebody plays like the Scarab God, it'll actually give you the option for the Scarab God. But you're not going to be able to, like, make the mana. There's not really enough. There's not really enough room left to give you any sort of way to make any mana, so or any mana of another color, and I just don't think we should go that route, though. That's a good idea, but then you would be like splashing Grixis. But I am great, Mr. James. I'm glad you did get my message. We'll set that up. 7 p.m. Saturday may be good for you. It's like 2 p.m. Sunday. Okay. All right, well then, like, that's midday for you. I was worried we were gonna catch you at like the end of the day, or like, you know, midnight or something like that, and be like, I'll beat this stream challenger now. He's been awake all day. But you know, just picking, James. But anyway, yeah, James is gonna be part of the stream challenger next week. So, did we hit that like button yet? You know, 20 people have hit that like button. There's a bunch of people that have hit it. We don't have normally as many people show up for the Patreon games as we do some of the other things, but either way, the Patreon games are always a lot of fun, and I like playing with these decks with you guys, and kind of you know, piddling over the idea of you know, could we build this to be stronger? Could this be, you know, a more powerful deck? Honestly, I would love to see Athena's deck from GP Memphis. It was a Warkite Marauder deck that had some pretty cool, you know, interesting abilities in it. And again, I know you like this card, but I don't know how good it would be. Maybe in the sideboard against approach. Like if you can hit that approach, man, that would be great. Yeah, slight time difference. We're in a whole nother day by the time we're watching this. So it is already Sunday for you there, right? Okay. Well, again, I don't know how powerful we could truly make it, Rush, but the deck's probably a ton of fun. If you want to pull out something to play with your friends that, like maybe your friends don't have, you know, some of the same cards you do, or maybe they don't have the kind of cards you do, and you don't want to just like play some like overwhelming, I don't know, like Grixis mid-range deck, or you know the red-green monsters deck on them or something. You wanted to pull something a little bit friendlier out. This would definitely be a good place to start with that. But oh, you just want to kill? You just want to kill? All right, so all right, I got you. I got you. Like we ain't worried about being friendly with our friends here. We're not in a pod here. We're not playing Commander. Ain't nobody worried about it. But yeah. All right, guys, here we go. James, are you live right now? Like, are you caught up to the stream? That was a late reply. Maybe it took a long time for my voice to make it into the future. Anyway, yeah, that's the red-green or red-blue tempo deck. Let's jump over to Mana Traders. We're gonna turn these cards in. We'll pick up the cards we need for our last deck. Play that and let you guys have a good Saturday night here. Andrew's gonna sit back and he's gonna enjoy. Warkite Marauder and Magma Spray seems a good answer to things. Cough, cough. The Scarab God, the Scarab Dog. I mean, there's so many people that are gonna be happy when that card rotates. Like, oh, so many people are gonna be happy. All right, we'll check our buddy list. 5's open. Take your cards back, Mr. Mana Traders. So while we're doing this, I guess it's a good time for our Mana Traders plug. I know it's Patreon games, but we're going to plug it in everything because they're our new sponsors, and that's pretty cool of them to go, hey, look, we like your channel. We're going to make sure that you can use our service to play anything and everything you want to play. That's great. Like, it opened all doors for us, so thank you, Mana Traders, for that. And they also gave something to the community. If you guys do want to sign up for Mana Traders, which some people are going to sign up anyway, and if you are going to sign up anyway, save yourself a couple bucks. Use SideboardMTG 15, that's SideboardMTG 15 to save 15% off your first 4 months. Right? Huh? It's a real itch. It's a real itch. You know, I can't say much about it because I'm the guy that likes playing it. But even in my Grixis mid-range, I don't play 4 copies of it. So, Scabies a god. Trying to build some spicy builds. What's my opinion on Captured by the Consulate? What? Captured by the Consulate? Well, let's look. Well, Pilgrim, let's just take a gander. He didn't say that, did he? He didn't use gander. Did the Duke use the word gander? Enchant creature you don't control. Enchanted creature can't attack. Whenever opponent casts a spell, if it has a single target, change the target of enchanted creature. It's funny. What? You got the Scarab God? Well, that just shut off your Vraska's Contempt. That's pretty cool. But no, I don't like it. I don't like it because there's strictly better options. Yeah, you might like lock the Scarab God down and now it can't attack, or you might lock their Hazoret down, which are some of the most important cards in the format right now. But you might lock those down, and in doing so, they're still going to use their abilities, and in that aspect, even like Thopter Arrest is just better. So you know, I just don't know. Let me see if I can focus on what I'm doing here. Jeez. All right, Mana Traders. We're gonna. Did you guys see some of the new features in Mana Traders? Let's get rid of that. Mana Traders will now. You can do some pretty cool stuff. Like you can do the sample hands where you can like pull up a hand, and then like you can do just a reshuffle of a new 7, or you can mulligan. You can't actually draw off the top or whatever, but you know the sample hands are pretty cool. I like that. And you guys might remember how like they used to have the pictures of all the cards below. Now, if you actually want to see that the pictures of all the cards, you just click it, and it'll give you the visual here. So that's pretty cool. So that, like, they got some cool new features right there. So yeah, awesome. Let's go back to the list view, because that's where we want to be. We got to do some importing. Alright, we've got a wish list. We'll pull that up. And this is going to be for the GPG deck. And looks like it's going to be a few minutes, so won't take too long here. Oh yeah, it's already starting to move. Shouldn't be much longer now. Anyway, let's get back over to chat. Check everyone out. See what's going on. Desert's Hold, if you have the land base. Right, Desert's Hold is really good if you have the land base. I was even going to start running Desert's Hold in my Bant approach list, but you know. Ooh. What are you guys thinking about Subscriber Sunday tomorrow? You guys, everybody jumped over there and voted on some decks, downvoted some decks you didn't want to see. Don't do that, right? We don't want to download vote anybody. That's part of Reddit, right? Upvote, downvote. Important. All right. So I was reading the log that came out. You know, the leak from Wizards, and it starts talking about the sagas, right? And it basically says that once you've added a counter to a saga, and that saga triggers, like, so chapter 1 of the saga has been triggered, no matter what you could affect, like if you could remove a counter, add new counters, like if you could get something to do that, you still cannot repeat the first saga again. That, you know, you would always just have to get back to the second saga and the third saga, and then of course once the third saga is over, it's gone. But it was just funny to me that me and the wife were sitting around we were sitting around, you know, talking about those cards and things, and I said the most redneck thing in the world. I was like, well, that makes perfect sense. Once you trigger the trigger, you can't trigger the trigger again. I mean, like, the trigger's been triggered. You just can't trigger it. And like, she's like, you went full redneck on me right there, didn't you? I didn't have a real good response for it. She put it in a much more elegant way than I could, but it was pretty good. I thought it was funny. We're just gonna trigger the trigger. Well, you already triggered the trigger. You can't be triggering the trigger. Alright, well, we've got our cards. Mana Traders, pretty quick, right? That didn't take too long. I told one little goofy story, and by that time, Mana Traders was like, oh my god, he's killing himself right in front of everyone. Please, hurry up, get the cards. Get the cards. Work faster, bot. People don't need to watch this. It's getting bad. It's done been triggered, you can't trigger it again. You're never supposed to go full redneck. James, you hate these decks. I can't believe it. I can't believe you hate these decks. Well, it looks like everyone kind of choked a little bit, and GPG took the Mox. You love the fact that Land of War Elves is back? What about Wizards saying we just couldn't have turn 1 ramp anymore, huh? Huh? I want that to be my spoiler card. I want a new art on Land of War Elves, and let that be my spoiler card. I want it. Come on, Wizards. I know you watched. Somebody from Wizards has got to have watched at least one of my streams. Maybe this one can get out there. Let me spoil a new art. See, that would be epic. If Wizards just had all of these new full art, or these new arts for these cards, and it's like, yeah, we spoiled all this. And then it's like, but nobody knows how awesome they're going to look. And then they were all just awesome. Well, we can dream, right? Come on. You're from Southern Illinois. Awesome. 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 Alright, guys. You guys know how this deck works, right? Like, you know, you put things in the graveyard, you take things out of the graveyard, you put counters on things. Things are really small, but then all of a sudden they're really big. Is that vague enough? Is that how this works, right? It doesn't really matter. As long as we get like a GPG, and for those of you that don't know what GPG is, that's a God Pharaoh's Gift. As long as we get a God Pharaoh's Gift, Angel of Invention, and a Refurbish, hey, smooth sailing, right? Alright, guys. Let's jump into a game here. Now, again, this deck was requested because somebody wanted to see the winning deck. Just, you know, hey, play something tier, let's have some fun. So the idea is to play a deck that's simple enough that we can hang out with chat and you know, hang out with you guys, and the deck should be powerful enough to just kind of carry the way. You think that'll work? Think we can do that with GPG? I doubt it. I don't know. We'll find out. If they don't have an answer for the GPG in game 1, then woo, getting in there. They're close to counter spells being back. The 1 blue counter spells, that's 1 less to cast if you you got a historic. Lightning Bolt's back too. I mean, so like they gave us Lightning Bolt, they gave us counter spell. I mean, it's pretty good. It's gonna be pretty good. What's up? Alright, our opponent said hello, and he had a newly tweaked deck. We're just going to kind of fire this off here. Oh, wow, looks like we get to just start drawing cards, though. That's great. Hopefully we have something to throw away by the time we get to it, so we'll see. Nothing on turn 1, so we'll just pass the turn. Here we go. Done been full redneck, can't go back now. Oh, yeah, that's it. Yes, the Scarab God and GPG both rotate out, along with Kaladesh block, Fatal Push, all of those things. So, yeah. So as far as land go, I think I just discard the cat here, and this way I have my 5th mana. I mean, if we draw a bunch of lands off of the you know, Champion of Wits next turn, then it's fine. Like, I'll just discard lands then. So, what sets rotate out this year? So you're gonna lose Aether Revolt and Kaladesh. You'll lose Hour of Devastation, and you'll lose Amonkhet. And then everything else will be good until next October. So, in my opinion, buying into you know, Rivals of Ixalan and the tribes and things like that, I think the tribes and stuff are just going to go up in value. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, we drew more land here. Come on, GPG Angel. GPG Angel. GPG. GPG. No, that's not a GPG. Alright, fine. We're going to get rid of land. Land. And then we're just pass. Dinos will... Yes, James. Your Carnage Tyrant's going to be in a pretty good spot once everything rotates out, sir. I don't think Carnage Tyrant's going to be going anywhere for quite some time. We're going to be dealing with that monster until next October. Next October, you guys will be like, oh my goodness, will the dinosaurs and the merfolk and the vampires just go away? And the answer is probably not. Did you guys hear where Watley is in the storyline right now? Like, that's pretty good. So, in the storyline, Watley, once the Immortal Sun was taken back across the planar bridge over to, you know, to wherever Tezzeret is at with that, Watley went back home to her family and everything, and she's like, I've kind of planeswalked to this place a couple times, and it's kind of interesting. Alright, so I'm going to strategic planning first. She's like, it's kind of interesting, and Alright, so I'll take chart, of course. I don't want to be able to discard here, so I'm going to do this first. Really? I'll get rid of the Champion of Wits. It's another creature in the grave. Anyway, so Watley, she's telling her family and everything that she had been near, like going into this other world or whatever, and she hadn't stayed there long. But anyway, she ends up teleporting or planeswalking to Kaladesh, and she ends up meeting Saheeli Ra, and Saheeli Ra is like, I need, like, she's explaining where she's from, and she's like, you know, there's dinosaurs where I'm from. You haven't seen dinosaurs? And Saheeli's like, I need a new Artificer project. You've got to tell me more. So, basically, Saheeli Ra is, like, they run off together, and Saheeli's about to build a robotic dinosaur. If there's a robotic dinosaur somewhere in the next set, oh, that's going to be so good. We really need some cards here. Come on! Alright, well. We'll cycle a cast out. There it is! Okay, well. Finally. We're going to get rid of a GPG. Well, that's pretty decent. Alright. We might be able to survive now. Kind of doubt it. Fortunately, I think he's going to have a ton of interaction here. But, I mean, we get GPG back. So we refurbish, and this turn get a Champion of Wits, and throw another GPG in the grave, and refurbish again next turn. Would that work? Maybe. I don't know. Glorybringer. Well, he's tapped out, so I'm probably going to get the Angel. That's a lot of damage coming at us. We're at 6. Alright, well, we'll refurbish GPG. And now we'll enter combat, and we will take the Angel. And I'm going to put counters on the Angel to make her bigger than the Glorybringer. We'll attack. She's probably going to get Vraska's Contempt. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, well, we'll be at 1. Charter course off the top would be real sweet, wouldn't it? I mean, we've already been through so many charter courses, though, like, chances of actually getting it are going to be a little bit slim, but if he swings out and puts us at 1 and doesn't have the kill spell, like, he has to have the kill spell, though, right? Alright, so that's not going to happen. Alright, so he Vraska's contempts this or something. Second Glorybringer. He's going to double exert. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. Double exerts. That'll get there. That will get there. And it's more than the 11 damage I had calculated. Alright, well, Mr. Glorybringer. Let's bring in our angels. I'm gonna take out the Fairgrounds Warden. I'm gonna take out Cast Out, and I'm gonna run it like that. I want more big things that do major answers. Mill myself stings a little. No, I don't think I was supposed to mill myself there. I mean, maybe I was, but I don't think so. Did we have a turn where we did nothing with our mana? If there was a turn where I did nothing with my mana, then I definitely should have milled myself, so. Right? SD gets what I was talking about with the Watley meeting Saheeli Ra. If we have Transformers, that's going to be pretty good. It's going to be pretty good. Andrew, yeah, he's saying, guys, you got to hit that sponsor button. You know you want the golden nuts. You got to be able to show that hype. Sponsors are awesome. So, thank you guys that have sponsored. Alright, well, opponent, we have submitted our deck. We're just going to run it back like this. We're going to put our 3 Angels of Sanction in the deck. Honestly, should probably run it like this. And just have all of the removal there. And just run like that. Actually, it doesn't seem bad. I kind of like it. Against an aggro deck, I would go with the Sacred Cat, but against, you know, this deck, we'll go with the Fairgrounds Warden. Green power! Man, I've got to fix that emoji. Just that white box around that emoji is... Every time you spam it, it's like, man, I've got to fix that. Got to fix that. Alright, we're on the play. We don't have a white land, but we can pitch some stuff. We can get there. We can get there. We'll just start, you know, playing Charter Course and go from there. Hopefully we'll get a white source. It's not a white source. It's not in any source. So I'm going to get rid of Angel. Oh, wait, cancel. We only had to get rid of 1. Sorry. I'm thinking of Champion of Wits. You know, you discard 2. But, yeah. Direfleet Daredevil. Well, you don't have the mana to cast our dude. Come on. White mana off the top. That is not it. I'm going to Champion of Wits here, though. Because that seems good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, at least we've got a fourth mana. This guy's so good on turn 1, but like I just really need to dig for that white source. Although right now we don't have a GPG or a refurbish, so we just really need to be digging, period. Would like to find the refurbished before I actually started, you know, digging for the GPG. Or started milling for the GPG. Let's see what everything looks like here. Well, there's a GPG. So we can get another chart, of course. I'm going to go ahead and attack. And then we'll draw 2 cards. Hey! Yes. It's a turn late, but we found it. Alright. Alright. And we've got all the things to do the things with the things. So we can do the thing. Yeah, it's like a Twitch Prime subscription. Like if you guys or know anything about like people who subscribe on Twitch. A sponsor here on YouTube is the same thing as a Twitch subscriber. I mean, we just go for it, right? Sure. I mean, he's got the upgrade or he doesn't. Or the negate. There we go. Alright, he had the negate. Alright, well, we'll just attack. At least we can keep pushing damage. I'm kind of expecting, like, Glorybringer to come down, and then, like, we'll start playing Fairgrounds Wardens and stuff. The Transregulator. Alright, well, that's pretty decent to hit with a Fairgrounds. Okay, here we go. We'll grab the Phoenix. And I actually don't want to mill right now. I don't want to mill him because I want to wait until I can draw my another refurbish before I start putting more mill in. Everything I need is already here. There's no point in adding more to it. So we're just gonna go this route. Just gonna dig for, you know. Alright, well, next turn we'll hardcast the thing. That might get us there. Especially if he goes Glorybringer here to get his Phoenix back. I'm kind of expecting Glorybringer. Oh, okay, just another Phoenix. That's not bad. Angel of Sanctions. Man, we may just play that. So, looks like we're going to just play that. So, the Angel will take this guy. Yeah, and then here we'll just... We'll just pass the turn. I don't want to swing. I don't want to give him a chance of getting a Phoenix back. Ooh, he's cycling. He's cycling. Ooh, he's cycling. Right, I could have. Well, I didn't have 7 mana to actually cast the GPG. So, yeah, I mean, like, that was the main reason I didn't cast GPG, is I just didn't have 7 mana. Right, I could have just cast this out of the sanctions out of the yard, but I figure if he's got a removal spell, I want to make him use the removal spell on an actual angel, and then we can start bringing the others back. So maybe I should have been using the ones in the yard first to make him use those, but I don't know. It just seemed decent. I do think I'm going to try to fire it off. Now that we have 7 mana. I mean, if he's got another negate, then cool. Sweet! So we go Angel of Invention. That's pretty good. I'm sure he's got a kill spell for this. Nope. Scooped it up. We'll go into game 3 here. Good game against this this Grixis deck. I think I'm going to cut back 2 Fairgrounds Wart. No, that's just really good against the... I kind of want to cut back 2 and just grab 2 cast outs. Just actually play the cast outs. Ixalan's Binding might be really good too, but I do like having these the Angel of Sanctions in this deck. Alright, here we go. Right, I could have cast the one from the yard. I knew the ones in the yard were there. And you're right. Yeah, maybe I should have used the ones from the yard. Maybe, like, again, my thought is I want him to spend spells on, you know, an actual creature. Like, maybe it's, like, since I might be trying to pull out, like, a Vraska's Contempt, then maybe I should have used the one from the graveyard. This way, but I just think if I had a Vraska's Contempt, we'd have seen it a little bit earlier if he'd had that. I don't know. Like, it felt right to play the one from hand. I don't know. Okay. Thanks, Rush. So Rush says he likes watching me play a deck that I like versus playing a deck that I don't like. He said the difference is night and day. So do you think I like this deck or don't like it? Huh? I'm biased versus the Grixis deck, man. I just love to see I love to see Grixis colors do well. I'm definitely a Bolas mage. I mean, come on. We really think I'm on the light side here. Lamp is the bright one in this relationship. All right, that's the bright one. That's the one that's gonna light things up. I'm a little bit more on the dark side. At least I like to think I am, but probably not. I mean, in World of Warcraft, I was a paladin, so maybe not. Maybe I'm the lamp. Yeah. Ew. Let's move on. That's scurry. What? No. I'm keeping. That's probably going to be pretty good. All right. So we'll lead with the irrigated farmland. And then just pass. Oh, I turned to the light with Axis of Mortality. Oh, that's right. It does flip, though. It does flip. Yeah. You guys. You guys. Come on, show me Angel GPG and, I don't know, something else. I've got plenty of land. I'm just going to take the chart, of course. So next turn we can chart a course before we do anything else, and then we can decide whether or not... Gee. Just all the siphoners. Just getting the siphon. He's just siphoning away. Okay, well. If I want to be able to cycle the cast out, I need to play this now. But if we do hit something off the GPG, or we do hit a GPG off of this, we might want to be throwing it away. But we don't have a creature yet, so that doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's say we're not going to cycle. So I'll go ahead and play this. And then we'll just chart a course. Another chart a course. Alright, so that's another land. Let's get us to our Angel of Sanctions. Man, that's a hard choice. I guess we just throw away the island. I think we're on the path at this point. We're going to be hard casting this Angel of Sanctions, so... Well, there's so many sets in the past that Bolus sets have just been weak. I thought we were getting the enemy check lands. Did I see that wrong? I thought we were getting enemy check lands. Maybe I seen it wrong, but I really thought we were. Probably going to play this next turn. I'm going to get rid of the cast out. We'll go Minister. And then if he doesn't kill the Minister, then we'll be doing kind of okay. I mean, he's still got 6 cards in hand, so I mean, like, I'm assuming he's got negates, he's got abrades, all the things. I'm going to stop in my upkeep. Wait a minute. I got to unlock this thing. I locked it the other day. So we'll stop in our upkeep and then we'll get rid of it. The cycle lands drop. Oh wow, they do, don't they? Wow, yeah. We are losing a lot of lands. Wow, that's a lot. What do you got, opponent? Whirler Virtuoso. Alright, well. We're gonna mill ourselves. Did not get the GPG. Alright, well, we're gonna hard cast this Angel and make some bodies. We're gonna go Cerebos. Probably should have milled myself after the fact, like on their turn. Yeah, let's get rid of that stop. I'm not really worried about that right now. No, it's gonna be the enemy. Yeah, the enemy check lands. Yeah, like Glacial Fortress. It's gonna be like an Orzhov black-white land that says, you know, if you control a plains or a swamp, it enters the battlefield untapped. Well, there's that Vraska's Contempt. We kind of figured that was coming. Okay, well, these glint sleeves, man, so hard to get ahead of that. So hard to get ahead of it. Can't believe he like won the entire thing with this deck. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Well, we're gonna see if he's got a kill spell for this. I'll take one of these and then that's about all we can do here. Yes, we're going to use the ability. We'll pass the turn, and then he can hit us for 3 if he makes a Thopter. Alright, well, he did not make a Thopter. He did draw another card, so I mean he's probably got another way to deal with this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Survive. Let us survive. There's a Vraska's Contempt. Alright, well. Got Glensleeve back. We're going to go to 2 here. Trigger. We'll move to blocks. Of course, I'm going to block here. After blocks, I'm going to mill myself. Pray for a GPG. I needed a GPG and something else. Well, we've got one small hope. Alright, well, we're going to sacrifice our desert. We need Angel GPG. There's the GPG. We didn't get the Angel though. And he's probably got the counter for this, but you know, it's fun. It's fun to try. Negate. That's all it takes. Negate. That'll get the job done. Come on, GPG. Where was you at? Alright. Alright, we lost that. Yeah. I mean, that's just kind of where it went. GPG doesn't actually target what Andrew's saying there. You're not actually targeting the card in the graveyard. So Gravestone's actually the best piece of removal to put in the GPG decks. It's the best piece of removal to put in the Embalm decks and things like that. So I like Silent Gravestone in those decks. I just don't really like it in anything else. But it just doesn't hurt those decks. So it works pretty well in those. But alright guys. That was our 3 decks here. You know, I was looking for the deck that won our local PPTQ here, not like just the other day and beat me last night in F&M. I think, Andrew, I actually think you're gonna like it because you said earlier you liked the Vampires list. This is a Vampires list that doesn't actually run a lot of Vampires. It runs a lot of the token producers, and just goes really wide, really quick. And then, you know, I don't know, it just boom, it's huge, and you're dead, and that's bam. That's kind of how it happened. Radiant Blessing or Radiant Destinies and things like that. Really cool deck. It's even got some horses in it. I'm looking for the list, and hopefully I'll find that for you guys some point this week. And as soon as I do, I'll probably start recording some games. For the week that I'm going to be gone, I'm going to do the tribes. I'm going to do a league with each of the tribes. We're going to do a Dinosaurs League. James knows about that one, and we're going to be using his deck for that. I'm going to be doing a league with Merfolk. I'm going to be doing a league with the Vampires list. There's a couple Vampires lists running around, so I'm going to pick the one that I like. It's either going to be this tokens or it's going to be plain Vampires. Whichever one I don't pick, I'm going to run for you guys at some point before I leave. So I'm going to be playing some Vampires here real soon. Probably just going to grab the Vampires creature deck and run that here very soon. We've got Subscriber Sunday coming up tomorrow, so make sure, you know, if you haven't went over to the Reddit yet, you can get over to the Reddit and do that. Make sure you smash that like button before you leave tonight, guys. I know you guys like the content, and you know, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet and you like the content, you should do that. You should. You really should. I think you'll like what we got coming. Anyway, man, we've got a lot of fun. We've got a lot of fun decks coming up. Just do 3 different Vamp decks, right? Mono white Vamps with Oketra's Monument. Then we'll jump into Vamp tokens, and then we'll jump into the Vamps as, you know, the black white Vamps as creatures, right? We'll just run them all. No. Abzan is green, black, white. We used to call it junk. It was junk colors, but I like the Abzan better. You're playing junk. I am not. No, that's the name of the colors. Oh, okay, okay. All right. Anyway, anyway, guys, man, that was a pretty good show. Again, you know, our sponsors, Mana Traders, that's pretty awesome. We got a sponsor, an actual sponsor. Someone cares enough about our channel, other than you guys, because you guys really do care about the channel. That's why you're here. Like, not everybody else is going to come watch watch this, but you guys do, and thank you for that. And if you're still watching at this point, yeah, I'm talking to you. Even if you haven't hit that subscriber button yet, I'm talking to you. If you're still watching at this point, somebody's hanging out. I'm not watching anymore. I'm done. I'm done. He's done. I'm done. All right, guys, that's all I've got for tonight. Have fun. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys have fun. Andrew going out on top as the stream boss. I think that's what I'm going to do. Stream boss just gets like the most epic of shout outs, right? As the boss. Yeah, the boss up in here. Like a boss. Bye, Andrew. Everyone else, thank you very much for coming out. I had a great night. Had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun. And we'll see you next time here on Sideboard MTG. Stick around for the credits. I'll run some music, and y'all have a good night.